to my trauma dump. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy week in my life vlog. This is now my third week at my new company, working remote as per usual. I do want to clarify something because I've misspoken a few times. I've said that my job is fully remote, which I misspoke on that. It is mostly remote, meaning that like 99% of the time I will be working remote, but every once in a while I'll have to go into the office and then also travel for work like twice a year, I think. So it's really not that much, but I misspoke. A lot of people were like, Keegan, like they lied to you about it being fully remote. No, I misspoke. They were very clear, like mostly remote. There will be days you have to go into the office. From what I'm understanding and from what everyone's saying, it's like if you go in the office, it's mostly like if you want to, or if there's like something super important. That is a clarification on that. This is actually the week of Thanksgiving. My vlogs are always like a little behind just because they take so long to edit. So I think I've told you guys this in the past, but I used to have an editor and he would rough cut my videos. Essentially what that is like he would just kind of like chop up my videos, takes out all like the ums and likes and all that stuff, and then the pauses as well, and then send me the timeline of the video, and I would go in and actually edit it and add in the music, the text, the effects, delete the parts where I'm rambling, or you know, make it here a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, kind of do all the stylistic things. He was just kind of mostly editing me talking out, and he got a new job, so he doesn't have the time anymore to edit my videos, so it takes me a lot longer now that it's all on me. However, I did find a website. It's called Time Bolt, I believe. It's like an AI thing, and it doesn't edit it perfectly. Like it is not a replacement for what he it's not a replacement for what he did on my videos, but it's been holding me over. It definitely takes me a lot longer, but you know, it's better something than nothing. It's always why my videos are a little pushed behind. I vlog Monday through Friday, and then I give myself a week to edit the video, and then I upload it on Monday. So, you know, I think this video is going up 2 weeks from the day that I'm talking here right now, and then I'll finish filming on Friday. I think that's like obvious. Like I think Monday through Friday, week of my life vlogs, we all understand. Anyways, hello. I'm wearing this really cute sweater today, and I'm wearing pajama pants. One thing about me is I will always wear leggings, sweats, or pajamas if I'm working from home, and just like a nice top. And since it's been summer, it's not summer, it's the opposite of summer, it's winter, I've been wearing a lot of sweaters, so really nice. I actually finished up the workday. I kind of just jumped from my bed because I slept in as late as humanly possible to my computer. I set my alarm so I could like have my full morning routine, and then I snoozed it until the very last possible second. So there's that. We'll get better at that. I think that's one thing that I really need to work on. I really want to work on having like a solid morning routine. I feel like that's one thing that I'm already struggling with working from home, is not like having like the clear boundaries like before and after work. I feel like I have good after work boundaries, but like before and like letting myself sleep in, I don't know. I feel like that's something that I need to like create a morning routine. Also, I changed my phone case to one of these. It has the magnetic things, which is really exciting because I've always wanted one of those. But I'm thinking of going on a little walk since it's after work right now. I have a Pilates class today, or tonight actually. I really do need to work on a morning routine tomorrow. I'm gonna try to wake up earlier than usual and just kind of like have a full morning routine. So this week I actually got a new pair of leggings. So they were on sale because Amazon had like their Black Friday. So I don't know if it's pronounced Crazy Yoga or CRZ Yoga, but their leggings are identical to, wait, what? This is not the same as the other ones. I take back what I said. I was about to say they're the identical quality of Lululemon leggings, but I feel like this feels a little bit different. I haven't tried this one on yet. Obviously there's still the tag. I don't know, we'll try it on. We'll see. I also did not make my bed today. Also, I need to throw away all this trash in my office, but I got these new walking shoes that I was telling you guys about. These are the Asics Gel Nimbus 26, and I was so excited because I did a lot of research, got them in the mail. They feel so weird on me. They don't feel like they fit right. They feel like almost too tight. So I'm gonna have to return them, which is sad because I was so excited about these. And they're like cute, you know? I'm gonna maybe give them like one more try and like put them on, but I don't know. I was like kind of disappointed because I was so excited. I've talked about this, that I have like weird feet. A lot of people are saying that I should get like custom sole inserts, which I think I will do. But I was like, maybe I just have like wide feet and those were too narrow for me. I don't know. But we're gonna go on a little walk. Oh, the sun is sunning. Oh, but I'm gonna put these leggings on and see if they still feel the same way the other ones did. If not, I'll return them. Consensus on the legging, they're still soft and like clearly good quality, but they're not the same material as the other ones that I've gotten from them, so a little weird. But I'm about to head off to my walk. But first I want to put on a pair of sunglasses, and I got these new ones from Amazon. It was a 2-pack. It's the same pair of sunglasses, just one's in black and one's in tortoiseshell. I posted it on TikTok and said like, do we like these, do we not? And a lot of people are saying that you guys like the black ones more. I don't know, I feel conflicted conflicted because I'm like, I either look really stupid or really cool, and I can't tell which one. Could be both. I could be really cool and stupid. So the tortoiseshell ones. Everyone said they like the black ones, so I kind of like the tortoiseshell ones. But I just don't know if it's like they're too narrow. Like maybe they need to be like a little bit bigger. I don't know. I'm gonna wear them on my walk. Little hot girl walk I'm trying to get back into. Going on walks after work. Now that I work from home, I don't have to like commute 30 minutes home, so that gives me more time. Lovely. I have no idea if it's cold or not, if I need to put on a sweatshirt. Guess we'll find out when I walk outside. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. This morning I woke up and I was like, my kitchen smells disgusting. And it was because I had a pile of dishes in my sink. So I was like, okay, we're gonna load them in the dishwasher. We're gonna run the garbage disposal. This chair loves to turn. I'm not even trying to turn. It just loves to like angle me away from where I want to be. I put my dishes away and then I started lighting or warming new candles. You can actually see I'm doing one back here. I got the cedar balsam from Trader Joe's. I got 2 of them, one for my kitchen, and then I was gonna put the other one in my living room, but I put it in my office for right now because I'm in here all day, so I want it to smell like Christmas tree, you know? I still haven't decorated for Christmas, which I think this is the latest I've ever decorated for Christmas. I just feel like, you know, life's just been going. I just am like, oh my god, I don't have time for it, which is so sad. Usually I'm like, November 1st, let's decorate for Christmas. At least I have my tree up. I'm happy about that. I'm so happy that I cleaned my kitchen this morning because it was stressing me out, and I feel like it's gonna smell much better in my place because I was like, ew, what does that smell? And then I was like, oh, my lack of responsibility. That's what it is. Like I said, this is the week of Thanksgiving, so there's just not too much going on for work. I obviously have work that I'm doing and all of that, but it's a little bit more low-key. I sent out an email yesterday to I think like 10 people, and I would say I got 9 out of office responses. I was like, that's so funny. That's so real. I feel like most people are taking this whole week off. Good for them. Lay. I have 1 meeting today and a little bit less than an hour, and then after that, not really too much to do, or not too many meetings, obviously. But since I'm new, I want to do like some trainings and things like that online to just kind of get me up to speed. And since this is like a lower, quieter time, I think that I could really take advantage of the quieter time to kind of put a lot of tools in my toolbox, you know? So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Not too much, not too exciting. I have my very first therapy session for the first time in a month because my therapist got married and then went on a honeymoon. And then the last week I was supposed to be able to see her, I had something going on that day and we couldn't reschedule because she has so many people like getting in before she was gone. So I didn't see her for the entire month of November until today. I don't think it was like 4 weeks in a row that I didn't see her. So I'm so excited to see her. It's like catching up with a friend, but just like trauma dumping, you know? So I'm so excited to see her and tell her about my new job and other stuff going on in my life. Oh my god. I still need to clean this office. I still haven't done that. That's a today thing. That's on my to-do list today, is clean this office. I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna make like a little bagel, but I want to put on like a nicer sweater or something for my meeting. Whenever I put my hair in a slick back, I always put on little earrings just because I feel like it makes it look a little bit nicer. I'm excited. I feel like I've been having a lot of really good days recently. I feel like you guys have even commented and like been noticing that my energy is just so different, and thank you. Thank you for noticing. That is so kind of you. I feel it too. I really, I keep talking about this and I feel like a broken record, but I just want to like sit the moment, like the happiness that I feel, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but just really embracing it. I don't know if embrace is even the right word, but if I'm doing good, I really want to acknowledge it and appreciate it while I have it. This week I'm thinking of decorating for Christmas though, and I think that will like boost my mood. I'm so excited because I'm gonna change out this print because right now this is kind of my like fall print that I have going on. I'm gonna change it out for like a Christmas landscape, and I'm thinking of putting like a little tree here. I have so many ideas and I'm so excited. Yay. The fact that I was able to clean my kitchen this morning made me so happy because like working from home just gives you that flexibility. Like I no longer have a 30-minute long commute, and so I can use that 30 minutes to do other things. Also, I haven't filled up my gas tank in 3 weeks. I used to have to fill it up every single week. It's amazing and I love it and I'm so happy and I just, oh, I'm thrilled. My car is a wee bit chilly. The work day is over. I did some Christmas shopping online because this is the week of Black Friday. So I was like, okay, all the things that I want to get my friends and my family. It's the week of Black Friday. Black Friday is no longer just like one day. It is like an entire month-long event. And my last job, I worked in direct to consumer, or like, you know, we sold products. Right now I work in B2B, business to business. In my previous job, my marketing agency job, I worked in business to business. But when you sell to consumers, Black Friday is like the biggest week ever for sales. It makes up a lot of companies like profits for the entire year. So I understand why it's now like a month-long event and not just like one day, because it is just so impactful for the business and the sales and the revenue and all of that. But we're gonna head off to the grocery store. I still haven't grocery shop for the week and I just have like a few little things that I need to get here and there. That's what we're up to. We're gonna go to the grocery store. My car is freezing. But yeah, I had a really great day today, so. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, but I went to Home Goods literally last weekend, or the weekend before, and all the stuff is still in my car because I haven't decorated for Christmas yet, and I didn't want to bring it all in my house, so I haven't decorated yet. I wanted to like do it all at once, so it's just been sitting in the back of my car. Hopefully no one breaks into my car, but I don't live in like a area where I feel like that's common. I mean, who knows? I haven't heard of it happening around here, but I'm sure it does. I'm like, oh, maybe I should be more careful. I also have a box of stuff that my mom, I don't know if your guys' mom constantly like goes through her house and like is trying to get rid of stuff. Like she gave me my high school graduation cap. Why? I have no idea. My Mickey ears, like I don't know why she gave all this to me, but she did. So thanks, Mom. Let's go to the grocery store and do a little bit of shopping. The parking lot is packed. One thing that I failed to think of is this is a few days before Thanksgiving. So the grocery store is probably going to be crazy chaotic. So we'll see. The cheaper butter is all gone, which, I mean, I guess to be expected, so we'll try to find. Where's the non-salted butter? Is that the one that's all gone? Probably. We'll go with this one right here. I also got some eggs. Now I need some parchment paper. Ooh, parchment sheets. Trying to see what I should get. No, this one's cheaper. We're gonna get the cheaper one. It's just what we do. We don't need expensive parchment paper. I didn't meal plan for the week what I want to eat, so I need to figure that out here, which is always a dangerous idea to be figuring out what you want to eat while you're at the grocery store, but I know that I'll be eating out for a few days, so I'll have to figure that out. I don't know how much food I should get. We secured the goods. It was busy, but not too busy, so let's go home. Let me show you guys everything that I got from the grocery store. First, I got chicken thighs. I think I know what I want to make today, and I have a bunch of frozen vegetables in my freezer, so I was like, okay, we'll just, you know, use those frozen vegetables and then have some chicken thighs. I think I'm gonna make like a barbecue chicken thigh. I'm going to be doing some baking, so I got some parchment paper because we ran completely out of it. I got chocolate chips. I think I already had chocolate chips, but just to be safe, I got some more. And then I got some butter, and then, oh, my eggs were on their side. I hope they didn't break. We got some eggs. That's all we got. Hello you guys, happy Wednesday, happy Thanksgiving Eve. I went on a walk this morning before work, which was so amazing. The work day is actually over now. I do really need to get better about like filming before and after work. Also, I feel like my vision is getting so much worse. I'm like looking at the viewfinder and I'm like, I can barely see anything. I also feel like my under eye bags have gotten really bad. Like I think I look kind of scary right now. Anyways, work is over. So I was talking to my therapist last night. It was our first session in like a month, I would say. I think I mentioned that, and her and I were talking, just kind of like catching up where I've been the last month. And so one thing that we were talking about, which was really interesting that I did not connect the dots about, is she was like asking how like my kind of inner dialogue is with my new job. Like, how is my self-talk? Because one thing about me is I'm extremely hard on myself. If you've been watching my videos for any period of time, I feel like anyone and everyone can see that I'm very hard on myself, for better, for worse, mostly for worse, in all honesty. But I was talking to her about it and I was like, honestly, I feel like my like self-talk has been pretty good recently. Like when I first started my job, usually I would be really hard on myself that I wasn't perfect instantly. And there was a moment where I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. But I paused and I was like, of course I don't know what I'm doing. I started this job 3 days ago. Like nobody expects me to know what I'm doing. I'm doing my best and like I'm gonna figure it out. It's fine. Like I'm capable of doing every single thing that I signed up for in this job. It's just gonna take time to figure out how to do it because it's something new. I would have never come to that conclusion before, honestly. I would have always just been like, oh, I suck, I'm horrible, I'm not cut out for this. And then number two, I was even saying like in my workout classes, I usually would have to take breaks and like give up like kind of halfway through. Like if we're doing a plank, I would have to take breaks throughout the plank because I didn't feel like I was like strong enough to keep going, and then I'd be upset with myself that I didn't keep going. And recently, in the past couple of weeks, I've been holding a plank and like not giving up and being like, no, I can do this, like only like 10 more seconds, I got this, it's fine, I can do this. Which never in my life have I ever been someone to be able to have that thought process. And she was like, that might be the Prozac. And I was like, oh my God. And if that is the Prozac, we'll see, because I'm gonna keep taking my Prozac until my psychiatrist recommends I stop taking it, essentially. Like I haven't really been on it long enough to like really know, you know? But if that is the Prozac, and if I keep taking it and I keep having these really positive self-talk things, that's game changing. That's life changing, honestly. Like that is so amazing. I did not even connect the dots that could be from Prozac, and if that is wildly incredible. So I'm pumped about that. It was so nice catching up with her. The walk was so nice this morning. It is just like the most beautiful weather. I've been like loving breathing outside air because for the longest time I have not been breathing outside air because it's just way too hot. And now that it's not, it's like, oh my God, this is wonderful. This is amazing. Oh, there's one other thing I was gonna say, but I literally forgot. I don't remember. I also have no idea what I'm gonna wear to Thanksgiving tomorrow. My family is going out to eat, so we usually do never make food because there's just not enough of us. And honestly, I'm a hater of Thanksgiving food. I do not like Thanksgiving food. Possibly an unpopular opinion, but like cranberry sauce, stuffing, gravy, rye turkey, like no. I'm only here for the bread rolls and the mac and cheese. That's the only thing I can really get down with. I don't really like any of it. Hopefully wherever we're going, we'll have options. Last year I had a hamburger. I'm just hoping that they have things other than turkey, because I don't know why we eat this food. Like, it's not good. I don't know why we've always been conditioned like this is what we should eat. It's not good. Speaking of loving fresh air, I think I'm gonna open up my front door and just let in some outside air. It's been so lovely. I'm obsessed. We can't show you guys my outside because obviously that's bad. Don't want to do that. I'm rough cutting my weekly vlog. The work day is over. I usually work from like 8:30 to 4:30. And so I've just been chopping up my video. I think I mentioned this earlier that I don't have an editor anymore. So I'm just going through. The AI thing like doesn't cut it as much as I'd like for it to. So I'm just kind of going through that, and I'll have to like actually edit it fully more. But I've been doing this for like 20 minutes-ish, maybe a little bit less. And I'm not even halfway done with this video. So I have a lot more to do. I'm just very picky when it comes to editing. I've been editing for 11, 12 years now at this point. So I know exactly what I want. Well, a lot of people are doing Blackout Wednesday. If you don't know what Blackout Wednesday is, that is where you go to your hometown bar and get drunk with people from high school. That is not my vibe, honestly. No judge. Like, I feel like I'm 50-50 on like, I don't judge people that do, because I'm like, do whatever you want. Like, that's really fine. Then also part of me like is a little judgmental. I feel very 50-50 on that. Also, this keeps coming up, but like I have these like broken pieces of hair right there and I don't know what it's from. That's the point. A lot of people are going to bars tonight, and instead I'm going to sushi with one of my friends. Her and I are gonna plan out her birthday, which is next week. So like her little birthday plans that we're doing. It was gonna be a group of people, but it ended up just being us tonight. But yeah, instead of going to bars, people from my hometown, I am getting sushi with one of my friends, and I'd so much rather be doing that. I kind of feel like the concept of Blackout Wednesday is very similar to like a high school reunion when you're young. Like instead of like a 10-year high school reunion, it's like everyone's home for Thanksgiving. Let's all get drunk at a bar. I don't know. We've been out of high school for 6 years now. That is crazy to think. And yeah, I'm wearing this very casual outfit, but love it. Good morning everyone and happy Thanksgiving. Obviously by the time this video goes up it's gonna be way past Thanksgiving, but today is Thanksgiving and I just wanted to let you guys know I'm so thankful for you. Doing YouTube has completely changed my life in more ways than I could ever put into words. It is the best thing that I've ever done. I was 13 years old when I started it. I've been doing it for 11 years now. So in 2 years, like half of my life and more will be doing YouTube, which is so crazy and so cool to think about. Originally, for my 10-year YouTube anniversary, I wanted to get a tattoo, but I still do not know where I want to put it. And so I was thinking my 13-year anniversary, I could do it because that means it would be half my life doing YouTube. I want to get the YouTube play button. And somebody actually gave me the idea of getting a red tattoo. And I was like, oh, I love that. Still have no idea where I want to put it, but I have 2 years to decide. All this to say, happy Thanksgiving. I'm really thankful for you guys, and the way filming a video in my bedroom on my little iPhone changed my whole life, and it would not be possible if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you for being here. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. If you've been here for like the past 8 months, thanks for sticking around during like the lowest of lows in my life. Oh my God, I don't know how you guys survived watching my videos when I was like severely depressed, but thank you for being here. Your guys' support through that really difficult period of my life really kept me going, and I just can't thank you guys enough. You guys are everything. I was actually thinking about this last night as I was like dozing off to sleep. So I think it's pretty obvious that I've like gotten my personality back. That's what I keep saying, but I feel like myself again. I feel like I am rediscovering parts of my personality that I had lost during the period of time when I was pretty sad. And by that I just mean like I felt like a shell of a person, and I felt like I was just surviving and not living, and there were just like aspects to my personality that I had lost because I was just too depressed. And now that I'm doing better, I'm starting to like rediscover parts of my personality again that I had forgot that I had, like little bits that I do that I hadn't done in so long, and I just naturally started doing them again. I'm like, oh my God, I like forgot that I used to do this all the time, or like I used to say this phrase, or I used to do this, like I'm doing it again. And that's so weird, and that's never something that I thought I would experience. Like I feel like I'm like rediscovering myself. It's weird because it's like, oh, I do that. I haven't done that in so long. I forgot that I do that. So I thought I'd give you guys some examples. If you guys are going through a really hard period of time, I hope that this can like help give you something to look forward to, because every bad period of life is a phase. And that's something that I kept having to remind myself when I was really struggling, is like, this isn't forever. It will get better. It just takes time. And right now I'm like really going through it, but this is not going to be the rest of my life. Thank God it was not the rest of my life. But this first example is really simple and like kind of duh. And I think probably everyone does this, but this was my first time remembering that I do this. So I will like, especially when I'm driving, like I'll just be thinking in my head random thoughts, and I'll like audibly laugh out loud. Like I laugh at my own jokes that I make in my head, and I hadn't done that in so long. Like I was driving to Pilates the other day, and I was just thinking, and I started like ha ha ha, like laughing out loud, and I was like, oh my God, I'm like laughing at my own jokes. Like I'm having these like inside jokes with myself in my head that nobody else knows. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't done that in so long. And so that like I always have like little jokes with myself, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't like laughed on my own in a really long time. Like before, this is gonna sound sad, and I don't mean this to sound depressing, but like if I was like happy or laughing, like it had to be because somebody else was making a joke. Like I couldn't make myself like happy or laugh. And now I'm like, oh my God, I'm like making little jokes in my head. Like I have inside jokes with myself again. Like that's so crazy. Another thing too is people have always told me that I have like a very bubbly personality, and I never thought that I had a bubbly personality. I thought there were like bubbly parts to me maybe. And I always kind of assumed that like the bubbly parts of me were like almost fake. Like it was just me trying to like make people feel comfortable. Intermission while I spray my face. But I'll be in like work meetings, and I'll get off those meetings. This has happened like quite a few times, and I'll think to myself like when the meetings are over, I'm like, I was really bubbly in that meeting, but I wasn't trying to be bubbly intentionally. Like I was just being myself, and it was really bubbly. So I'm like, maybe I am bubbly. Like maybe I do have a bubbly personality. And so that's been like, oh my God, maybe I do. Like that's been weird and cool to experience. Other things that have been like weird and cool to experience. Oh, I'm like rubbing all of my foundation off on my nose, doing that by accident. Oh well. I have like, I don't want to call it like a bit, because it's not a bit, but it's like something I do often. And like whenever I'm in meetings or like doing something, I'm always like, if someone says something, or like my boss presented something, when she was done, I was like, you know, I do that a lot. Like I do, like I like visibly cheer for people a lot, even if it's just like at dinner, someone's like, oh yeah, I woke up early today instead of sleeping, and I'm like, ah! Like, I do that a lot and I haven't done that in so long. And I was like, oh my god, I forgot like that was something that I do. Like, that's just like something that I naturally do. I don't know if this sounds like sad or weird, and I don't mean for it to sound sad, because I view it as like a happy thing that I'm like rediscovering this. Like, I feel like I'm like dating myself again, because I'm like meeting myself for the first time. Also, I feel like my makeup looks really good today. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I'm like, low-key, I'm slaying. I'm slaying. It's been so wonderful, and I feel like, I don't know if I'm like this happy or if it's just in comparison to how I was before, but I'll take it. Like, I'll take whatever I can get, you know? I feel like it has been a wonderful thing, and I'm so glad that I was able to end this year like in a positive note. The one thing that keeps like coming to my mind a lot is long story short, I survived by Taylor Swift, that lyric. I feel like there's always like Taylor Swift lyrics that I relate to in whatever phase of my life that I'm going through. When I was really struggling, the phase that I would always, or the lyric that I'd always kind of like relate my life to is, I'm a real tough kid and I can handle my shit. They said, baby, you gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. And that's how I kind of felt. Like, I can do this. It was such a hard time. I feel like I'm like trauma dumping just like as I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know that a lot of you guys have commented that you guys are also going through hard things. It was very, I obviously don't want anyone to struggle. Like, don't get this twisted, but it was always very comforting knowing that I wasn't the only one going through something hard, and that other people were going through their own battles, and like we were all kind of like showing up for each other and showing support to each other. Like, people would comment that like me talking about what I'm going through like makes them feel less alone in what they're going through, even if it's not the same thing, or we don't have details about each other's lives and all of that stuff. It was very comforting for me to hear that as well. Like, I'm not the only one, and like we were just kind of like rooting for each other. It was really special to me, and that it still is really special to me, but it's just, it meant a lot to me that people would like share that with me, and it made me feel less alone. And so if you are still struggling, I hope this can like give you some kind of hope that there is the other side of it. Because I know when you're, especially in like a very prolonged struggle, it like feels like it's never gonna end. You're like, is this just like what life is now? And I hope that, I don't want to say like testament, but I hope that like me being able to kind of get on a better side gives you guys some faith that it can happen for you guys too. It always happens in different timelines than you expect. I thought, actually, you know what? I made this TikTok. There's this trend about like things that I learned this year, and I made this TikTok, and I know more people watch me here than watch me on TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I'm doing Vlogmas on TikTok. So I think that Vlogmas is probably going on TikTok right now, but I'm gonna try to also post it to like YouTube Shorts and stuff. Aside the point, I did make a TikTok video about lessons that I learned, and I thought that I could like tell you guys the lessons that I learned here and maybe elaborate on them more. Good morning, you guys. It was like a trend with like the Gracie Abrams song. The first lesson that I learned this year is, don't stay in a situation you're unhappy for. Wait, what? Don't stay in a situation you're unhappy in for longer than you need to. I definitely feel like that was the experience with my job, but I also feel like that could apply to so many different things in life, like relationships or your job or friendships or even like the city you live in. Like, I do get there are things that you make commitments to, and you have to like hold through to those commitments, whether it's like you signed a year-long lease, or you know, you promised you would show up for something or do something. But once those commitments are over, get out of it as fast as you possibly can, and don't renew something that you're not happy in. You know, I think that the overall consensus that I've gotten from a lot of people is like, life is too short to be unhappy. And I do believe that like when you make commitments, you should stick to them. But when that commitment is over, or if you're able to change that commitment, do what's best for you, and don't like put yourself into a box because you believe that like this is what you have to be doing, or like this is what I wanted at one point in time, so now I have to stick with it even though it's not what I want to do anymore. Like, you're allowed to like change and grow and evolve and change what you want to do. And if you're not happy in something, at least you tried it. Like, I'm a big believer in like, I was talking to someone who, one of their friends is like moving to a big city, and they're like, I just know my friend's gonna hate this big city. It's like such a big mistake. Like, I know them, I know they're not gonna like it. And I'm like, they're never going to experience it unless they try it. You know, they might do it and then like absolutely hate it and then move back to their hometown, but at least they tried it. At least they had that experience. Like, you can't like rob yourself and other people of these experiences you want to try because you don't think they're gonna work out. But if they don't work out, acknowledge it, and don't try to force yourself to like something just because you thought you were going to. And that was a little like, not a trauma dump, maybe a little bit, but like that was a little word jumble, word salad. But recognize when it's time to leave. It's Time to Go by Taylor Swift is a great song to play in these situations. That song really helped me through a lot of things in my life. life, especially making like very big transitional periods of life, whether it's like ending a friendship, a relationship, a job, things like that. Okay, next life lesson. Some things are beyond your control, and that's okay. That was something that I'm like such a control freak. I don't know if I've come across that online, but I am such a control freak where I like to control every single thing around me. Sometimes there's things in life that are going to happen to you that you have no control over. We had no control that there was a pandemic. I had no control that I was gonna get laid off. Like, those are things that happen to you and you can't change the outcome of them. You can't control it, and you just kind of have to adapt and evolve. And I think that this year was the first time that like something like that happened to me, getting laid off, that was completely out of my control happened to me, and I had to like pivot my life, and it didn't really go with the plan that I had created in my head. It was such a great lesson of like, I feel like I've learned so much resilience this year. Like, I feel like that really was like the word of the year for me, and just being able to keep going and to like pivot and change your plans when unexpected things happen, I feel like is a really great life skill. I feel like I really have proven a lot to myself this year, and I didn't even want to prove all this stuff to myself, but I had no other choice but to, and I feel like I feel really strong as a person because of it. I also said your mental health is just as important as your physical health. I feel like that one's obvious. I feel like I've really focused on mental health this year, especially the latter part of the year, getting on medication, all of that stuff. I also said that rest is productive. I feel like that one's obvious, but I feel like, you know, in like hustle culture, sometimes rest feels like you're like wasting time. You don't have the energy. If you're not recharged, you can't do all the things you want to do. I also said that you're allowed to change your mind. I think that kind of goes with like what I was talking about earlier, but you don't have to put yourself into a box because that's what you thought you originally wanted. You're allowed to keep growing as a person. And just because you didn't think that you wanted something or thought you wanted something, like, I just feel like giving yourself the permission to change your mind changes your life, and it just makes you happy, and you can be authentically true to who you are today in this point of time, and not have to like hold yourself to a standard of who you were before. Because we change, we grow, we evolve. I think this is my last one. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. I think that I always was under the assumption or like the belief that like I have to know what I'm doing all the time, and I have to like have the answers, and I have to like know into the future. And like I said, some things happen that are out of your control that make you feel lost. I feel like you grow the most in the times that you're lost. Oh, and then this is actually the last one. It'll all work out, but maybe not in the way you imagined. Where I am now is exactly, well, it's honestly better than like, I was thinking about this the other day, like, okay, if I never got laid off from my job at the beginning of the year, I probably would be like still in that job. Where I am now, I had a lot of struggle to get there, but I'm at a company that I really, really like, even more than that job that I liked, that I got laid off from. I have a better job title. My pay is a little bit better than my first job. Like, I feel like I'm in a much better situation. Wait, what was the lesson? I completely forgot what it was. Oh, things do work out. And I think that everything kind of in my life feels like it like has a little bow and it's wrapped and it's finally all like figured out, even though that's not how life is. I'm sure there's going to be more confusion and guess and all of that in the future, but my life as of right now is not at all what I imagined for it in the beginning of the year. Like, it is completely different. I bought a house or a condo. I switched jobs twice. I am friends with different people. There's so many things that have changed, and I feel like it's truly for the better, but it's just not what I thought it was going to be. And I feel like that gave me the opportunity for it to be better. You know, like, I feel like I'm finally in a situation, I keep saying this, but like, it's better than what I imagined. It's better than what I dreamed of. And I feel like that's such like an amazing feeling. And if I kind of put myself in a box, I wouldn't have had as much positive growth, and I would have limited myself, you know? Like, I'm here, and what I imagined I'd be here. I don't know if this is making any sense. I hope it doesn't come off as bragging. I just feel like, I also feel like I'm like severely trauma dumping. My God. I'm just proud of myself that I have been so resilient and have gotten to where I am now, and I really want to continue to acknowledge it and appreciate it and like sit in the happiness that I'm feeling now. And like, not to sound like lacking mindset, but I know it's not gonna last forever. I know eventually I'm going to have like hardships in life again, and, you know, new struggles and challenges and things to overcome. But until that happens, I just want to really, I don't know if like rejoice is the right word. Somebody commented, they're like, don't put limitations on your happiness. And I feel like that's how I'm feeling right now. Anyways, I hope you guys loved my trauma dump while I'm getting ready for my Thanksgiving lunch. My family's getting lunch at 1 p.m. and then we're seeing Wicked after. I'm so excited to see Wicked, and then I'm actually seeing Wicked again tomorrow. I've heard it's incredible. I anticipate to see it like a ton of times. I was thinking, I was like, it is so fun to have like movies that you're excited to go see, because I feel like for a while there hadn't been, and now there's so many movies that are happening that I'm just like, oh, this is so great. It's just fun. And I love like the pop culture. I'm a very big like pop culture. I have to sneeze and I have like wet mascara. This is not good. No, don't do it, Keegan. I think we made it out alive. I'm a big pop culture girl. I feel like I want to like talk about it more, like my opinions on pop culture, just because I think it's so fun to hear people's opinions and thoughts. Like I love like red carpets and I love like drama that goes on and what's it called? Like press tours. I don't know. No! I got mascara down here. I thought I made it out alive. Dang. I'm gonna stop yapping. I've been yapping for such a long time in this clip. But thanks for listening to my trauma dump. I blow dried the remaining parts of my hair that were still a little damp with my Dyson and the round brush attachment, and I'm like, it looks so good. Like I need to do this more often. I kind of want to like blow out these front pieces, see if I can get like even more volume in them. I'm sure if I had a roller and set them I could do that, but yeah. I'm afraid this is all gonna like fall out though. I go down, up, side, side, but slower. Let's see what that did. Do I slay? Am I slaying? Okay, I need to take like a selfie in my car today because I look so good. It doesn't happen all the time, so I gotta like embrace it when it does happen. Damn, I need to blow dry my hair more often. I'm like, I feel hot. So this is what I'm wearing. It's a very simple outfit. I've been wearing this sweater a ton. It's from Abercrombie. They don't sell it anymore. I looked on the website. Okay, my roots are still a little damp, and I've heard that having like damp roots is what ruins the rest of your blowout. So I'm like, should I dry the rest of them? And then I'm wearing my like favorite Levi jeans, and then I'm gonna put on my little earrings and then just my regular jewelry stack. Actually, I'm gonna do some perfume. My favorite is YSL Black Opium. Oh, this stuff smells incredible. I'm also gonna spray some in my hair. When people hug me today, they always like kind of get in your hair. You know, when they hug you, they smell your hair. And then all my bracelets are from Amazon. I wanted to get like bracelets that I could wear every day that I didn't need a clasp because it takes so long to clasp them, and I'm like, I know myself, I'm too lazy to do that. So I got these that you can just kind of like slide on and off, and I think they're so cute. I feel like they really like elevate whatever you're wearing. I'm trying to be a jewelry girl, and I wouldn't really say that I'm a huge jewelry girl, but we're getting there. We're slowly but surely getting there. This is the only ring that I wear that's not from Amazon. This one's from 21 Compass, and then this little croissant ring from Amazon. I put it on my right ring finger, and then I have this stack. It actually comes with 3, but I only wear 2 from Amazon as well. I put that on my pointer finger. So this is kind of the jewelry that we're wearing. I could wear my Apple Watch. I don't know if I feel like it. That would look cute. I'm thinking of wearing a black belt, my black pointed booties, and then a black purse to kind of like seal in the look, you know? Because I saw this TikTok that's like adding like a pop of black, 2 pops. I'm gonna be adding 3 technically to any outfit, kind of like completes it. So I'll be doing that, I think.